morning student. I am Purnima and once again I am going to revise the same topic which I have been teaching you, and that is tenses. So we have already discussed student what is a tense. Okay, tense is that of form of verb which tells the time of an action and it tells about degree of completeness of an action. Now children, I will be telling you about, I've already discussed with you all the four forms of present tense, simple present tense, present continuous, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Then I have told you about simple past tense, past perfect tense, past continuous tense and past perfect continuous tense. So today I will be telling you about future tense. Okay, so let's pay attention here, and before that children, I welcome you all to my class and let's study. Now before starting future tense, I will be telling you about future time reference also. So future time reference in English can be expressed in the following way. That means children, future time is expressed through simple present tense, so present progressive tense, and through to be or be to or be about to or be going to. So I am going to write it. So there are many ways through which we can express future tense, and one of the way is through simple present tense. Okay, so future time reference is explained through simple present tense. Like children, the meeting starts at 10 a.m. So this is the sentence. The meeting starts at 10 p.m. 10 a.m. So children, you can see this sentence is simple present tense, but if you will see this sentence, okay, this is in present tense, in fact in simple present tense, but it is telling the time of the future. The meeting starts at 10 a.m. Tomorrow we can write it here. Okay, so this whole sentence starts. What is starts? It is the verb of simple present tense, but if you will see, it is telling future time. Okay, it is telling about future time. Similarly children, the present progressive tense. They are leaving for Japan next week. If you will see this sentence, they are leaving for Japan next week. So children, if you will see this sentence, they are leaving for Japan next week, you can see are leaving is present continuous tense. It is present continuous tense. Okay, they are leaving for Japan next week, it is present continuous tense. And children, present continuous tense, this is doing the work of future. It is telling something about the future tense. Okay, so which tense it is telling about? It is telling about future time reference. And which tense is this? This is present progressive tense. Then children, to be or be to. Okay, so the third thing is to be or be to. Okay, these two words are there which tells us about future time reference. Like I am to be attend the meeting at 7 p.m. So you can see I am to be. To be, again it is telling us about future times reference. It is telling us about future times reference. To be is telling about future time reference. Okay. Then be about to. The next word is be about to. So be about to. Okay. Be about to means it may be used to express events or action which are likely to happen in a very short time. It expresses events or action which are likely to happen in a very short time. Like the train is about to leave. So is about to. Is a form of be. The train is about to leave. That means in a very short time the train will be leaving. Okay. The bell is about to ring. The bell is about to ring. That means very soon, within a minute the bell will be ringing. The headmaster is about to come. That means that maybe the inspection in the class by the headmaster is there, or whatever. The headmaster is about to come. Now children, be going to. Be going to again is a word which tells about future time reference. Be going to. Okay, so this word again it is telling about future time reference. Be going to is used to refer to express events or actions that happens in the future. It expresses events or actions that happens in the future. Events or action that happens in the future. Okay. As a result of present situation. As a result of present situation, like she is not going to give us money. She is not going to give us money. She is not going to give us money. This means children, okay, this shows she is not going to give us money. Prices are going to rise. Prices are going to rise. Do you think it is going to rain? So children, it is going to use to refer to express events or action that happens in the future. Okay, as a result of present intention or situation. So children, these are all the words and the tenses which shows about future time reference. Okay. Now children, one other thing which I would like to share with you, that future time actions is expressed by using shall or will with the base form of the verb. It is a base form of the verb. This is the first form of the verb. So the future time is expressed by using shall or will with the base form of the verb. And children, like I shall go there tomorrow. They will not come here in the evening. Then the interrogative sentence are formed by putting shall or will before the subject. The interrogative sentence are formed by putting shall or will. The negative sentence are formed by placing not after shall or will. Okay, so in positive sentence we use shall or will with the base form of the verb. In the negative sentence we use not after shall or will with the base form of the verb, like I shall not go there, they will not come here this evening. Then interrogative sentence are formed by putting shall or will before the subject. Shall I go there? Will he come here? The negative interrogative sentence has to form shall oblique will plus subject plus not. So now children, some tips I have given to you related with simple future tense, and now I am going to start children the tenses of future tense. I am going to start with all the future tenses. So first we will start with simple future tense. And its uses. So I will be telling you about the uses of simple future tense. So simple future tense is used to denote an action that will happen in future. So it will tell about an action. Simple future tense will tell about an action that will happen in future. Like you will go to the cinema tomorrow. Example, you will go to the cinema tomorrow. You will go. So children, here will is used with the base form of the verb, and it is used to denote, it is used to tell an action that will happen in the future. Now, the simple future is used to express the speaker's opinion also for something to be done in the future. So what is the second use? It used to express the speaker's opinion for something to be done in the future. And we use such verbs like believe, know, suppose, think. We also use adverb as perhaps, possibly or surely. Okay, like we think he will reach there in time. They suppose that he will never help them. Children, the simple future is also used to express habitual action. So the third point is that it is also used to express habitual action. He will go to church daily. He will go to church daily. They will do their work daily. The simple future is used for an action that is yet to take place. I shall help him. He will come here tomorrow. That means an action that is going to take place. Okay. Now children, I will be writing the sentence structure. Okay. So you can see children the sentence structure of the affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentences. Okay. So it is subject plus will plus subject plus will plus shall plus V1 plus object. So children, this is the formula for simple future tense for the affirmative sentence, like I shall go to school. They will eat something. Tomorrow. Okay, will eat, shall go. So this is the example of simple future tense and affirmative sentences. This is the example of simple future tenses and affirmative sentence. Example with I or we always use shall. Okay, with I or we use shall, and with the other tenses, other forms of the verb, we use will. So now I will be writing the sentence structure of negative sentence. This is simple future tense, and then I am writing sentence structure of negative sentences. Okay, so this is sentence structure of negative sentence. So this is children morning students. So children, I was doing with you simple future tense. I have told you about the formula of simple future tense, and now children, I am going to do future continuous tense. So first of all, what is the uses of future continuous tense? The uses of future continuous tense is, it is used to denote an action. Future continuous tense is used to denote an action that will continue to happen for a period of time in the future. That will continue to happen for a period of time in the future. Like, I shall be writing a novel by next week. I shall be writing a novel by next week. Okay. So what is future continuous tense? It is used to denote. So children, first of all, it is used to denote an action that will continue to happen for a period of time. Okay, that means some action will be happen in continuous. It will be continue to happen in the future for a period of time. Like, I shall be writing a novel by next week. I shall be writing a novel by next week. That means some work has been be continued. Okay, and what work it would be? Writing a novel. He will be meeting us next week. He will be meeting us next week. He will be meeting us next week. Okay, so he will be meeting us next week. Now here children, the work done will be in the continuous tense. He will be meeting, and when he will be meeting, the work will is continuously is for the future. Okay, it will be continued in the future tense, like he will be meeting him by next week. Okay, now children, formula for future continuous tense is will or shall So children, I will be writing the formula for the future continuous tense. Okay. So what could be the formula for future continuous tense? Subject plus will oblique shall. Subject plus will oblique shall plus be plus root verb be plus v1 plus so children, subject plus will oblique shall be plus v1 plus ing plus object. So now the formula, what we can write in the example for subject, we can add I will be sleeping on the bed. Okay, she or we shall be praying in the temple. Okay, so this is the example of future continuous tense. Now children, in the negative form, subject plus will plus shall plus not, okay, plus be plus v1 plus ing plus object. So simply you have to add here you have to add not. So what is the formula for negative sentence of future continuous tense? Subject plus will oblique shall plus be plus not plus v1 plus ing plus object. Okay, so it will be Radha will not be going to the party. Rani will not fighting with him. So here we don't have object, but this sentence is in the future continuous tense. Rani will not be fighting with him. Okay, so this is the future perfect continuous tense. Now interrogative. In interrogative sentence of future continuous tense, what do we add? In interrogative sentence, shall object will, subject plus be plus V1 plus object. Shall I be sitting on the train? Okay, so here the auxiliary verb shall and will come first, and then children it will be what it will be there after shall and will. It will be subject, then be plus V1 plus ing plus object. So children, we have finished future continuous also, and now we will be doing future perfect tense. First I will be telling you the uses of future perfect tense. Okay, so future perfect tense, it is used to denote an action. It is used to denote an action that will be completed by a certain time in the future. That will be completed by a certain time in the future. Future perfect tense. What is the use of future perfect tense? It is used to denote an action that will be completed by a certain time in the future. Like, I shall have written a book by then. I shall have written a book by then. That means some action is mentioned here which will be completed in the future. Which will be completed in the future. I shall have written a book by then. That means by that time, which is the time is there in the future. By that time I shall have written a book. Now children, one more example I will be telling you. He will have left before you go to see him. He will have left. He will have left before you go to see him. He will have left before you go to see him. Okay. He will have left. He will have left before you go to see him. That means he will be leaving. He will be leaving before you go to see him. Okay. So children, it is used to denote an action. Okay. That will continue to happen for a period of time in the future. So children, what is the formula for future perfect tense? The formula for future perfect tense is subject plus shall object will. Okay, future plus subject plus shall object will plus have plus, you can also write here as plus be3 plus object, because children we use third form the verb in the future perfect. So shall subject plus will object shall plus have plus be3 plus third form the verb plus object. So it will be here. it is used to denote an action that will be completed by a certain time in the future. And now children, I have written the formula. Ram will have played games. Ram will have played games in the past. That means this action is completed in the future. This action will be completed in the future. Okay. They will have watched all the news in the television. So will have watched is the future perfect tense. That means they will surely watch news. Okay. Then children, the negative sentence, subject plus shall. What would be the formula for negative sentence? Subject plus will oblique shall plus have plus not plus third form the verb plus object. Subject plus will oblique shall plus have plus not plus past participle form of the verb, that is V3, plus object. For example, they will have not playing in the field. They will have not playing in the field. They will have not playing in the field. Okay. Now children, interrogative sentences, what you will write? Will oblique shall plus subject plus have or has plus V3 plus object. Subject plus will oblique shall plus have plus past participle V3 plus object. Okay. So shall we go? Shall we, subject we, have, shall we have gone to see movie? Shall we have gone to see movie? Now interrogative, will oblique shall plus subject plus have plus V3 plus object. Okay. Will oblique shall plus subject plus have plus V3 plus object. For example, shall I have seen that movie? Question mark. Shall I have seen that movie? Question mark. Okay. So children, I have discussed future perfect tense with you, and children, now the last tense of future perfect continuous tense. Children, this tense is very less in use, but children, it is definitely, children, we always use this tense often. So first of all, what is the use of future perfect continuous tense? Okay, let me tell you about the uses of future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense. It is used to denote an action. It is used to denote an action that will begin at some time in the future. Okay, so it is used to denote an action that will begin at some time in the future and will continue for a period of time in the future. and will continue for a period of time in the future. Like children, we shall have been. We shall have been living here for 10 years. By next June. We shall have been living here for 10 years by next June. We shall have been living here for 10 years by next June. I shall have been teaching here for 10 years by next April. I shall have been teaching here. I shall here have been teaching. I shall have been teaching here. I shall have been teaching here for 10 years by next April. Okay. So children, you can see it here. Okay. Future tense. What is the future perfect continuous tense? Subject. What is the formula for future perfect continuous tense? Subject plus will oblique shall plus have been plus V1 plus ing plus object. So like Ram will have been playing. Ram will have been playing in the garden. Ram will have been playing in the garden. Okay. So children, very less use of interrogative and negative is there. Okay. And with this children, I end my video here. And in the negative you can write subject plus will oblique shall plus have not been plus V1 plus object. Okay. So children, with this I completed my tense here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.